Dadgummit.
Reapers needed cleaning. What?
Reaper needs cleaning, but why?
Need cleaned. It needed cleaning. Oh.
What?
I have no
My
idea.
Discord overlay worked?
Huh?
My Discord overlay worked.
What the hell you mean by that?
I turned on my... Am I recording? I turned on my overlays a long time ago so that people could tell who was talking during Phasmophobia. But at the time, for some reason, the overlays weren't working. It was just working.
Alright, so are you joining us or not? Devon, Lindsay's here. Gray is here. Reaper, of course. You trying to? Cool. Awesome. Awesome.
How's everybody doing? For me, the overlay works in every game except for Phasmo. Really? I wonder why it doesn't work in Phasmo. Okay. Is everybody like hopped in server? Has it gotten real crazy? Frame rate drops done? A little bit, maybe. Last time we had our horde. Went pretty good.
Yeah, nobody else died but me.
I think what we're gonna do is we are going to focus on... I don't need those.
How do I stop that fire?
Stop what fire?
That fire.
Break it.
How do you do that?
Pickaxe.
So it explodes on me?
No, it's not an explosive one. It would be funny if I was trying to get you to explode it,
you
but
used to.
that's... Guys, tell him I'm not lying. Anyway, let's focus on getting the bike today.
This somebody suppose I'm gonna beat somebody else.
You'll never know unless you try it. Alright, it's time to go do some stuff. She's not lying this time. Exactly.
Yeah, we trade.
Do I want to trade for the wrench? Yes, 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 yes. What was the agreement? What we were gonna do? One acid. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Why do I got all this shit?
I don't know. Why do you have all that stuff on you? Oh, I can take these to the trader as well. See, Streamcord is working, and it's got the Discord overlay. So it is working on here.
So you on Discord too?
No, I'm not on Discord too.
Oh no. I'm saying they talking through Discord?
No.
Then what the hell are you talking? I'm trying to figure it out.
If you have it where your Discord alerts are... I sat still for 2 seconds eating my steak and you pushed me out of the server? How rude. I turned on the overlays so that when people are talking in Discord, that their little icon showing who they are highlights. Which also turns on your overlays for Discord to show up as notifications on OBS. It's not working in Phasmophobia, which is the only game I use it for. But for right now, it's working for reasons unknown. Does the stream keep freezing for anybody else? Hang on, let me check my bitrate. According to this, I have 0 of them. I have 0 bits. 0 bits.
That was fine.
According to my up, we've got 23 up, which is fine from both of us going. Now I've got 5,000 kilobits. Okay, so now it's working. According to my internet, everything here should be working properly. You haven't noticed too much? Does it keep... try refreshing it and let me know if it... Okay, now I'm at 0 again. What is going on?
Is yours hooked up, Robin?
What do you mean is it hooked up properly?
Mine was fine. Zoe said I was fine.
First off, you're not really looking in the right spot. Secondly, no, mine's hooked up properly. Thank you. I found my bike. The zombies took it for a joyride. Well, you know, they get bored in their afterlife. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, because it's gone from being perfectly fine to nothing a couple of times now. Celerity, how you doing? How's stuff? How's things? It's running smoothly whenever you say 0. It's happening so fast that I think the delay is really making it to where it fixes itself. I don't know what's going on. My internet's fine, according to all of my stats and stuff. It should be working perfectly. Should be. Where's the acid I was going to use to trade with? Ah, here it is.
Okay, I got a question for you. No, I got a helmet mod. Do you have one? Helmet like mine?
No, I don't.
Do you want one?
Yes.
Do you want this?
Yes?
Okay, you got a shotgun?
Bullets? No, I kind of don't have very many bullets at all. He's just... Okay, that's... You know, I wasn't thinking about this being a parking area, but you know, it works.
How am I gonna get it to you? Just
Thank you, and here is this. Did I ever call in the IOUs for the honeys and herbal antibiotics? Did I get 9mm? Nope, you never gave me the IOU debt call. 9mm. I've got a whole 19 9mm. I mean, yeah, if you want to trade some herbal antibiotics for 19 9mm, you can call it right now.
have I not found a trader in this area?
I don't know. Have you?
Don't look like it.
I have... I'm sitting here looking for shotgun ammo. That's what I came up here for. Hang on. I have got a pipe shotgun. I don't think I have very much. I've got like 13 shotgun shells.
Well, I don't need it, so you want it?
No, I have to bring you the shotgun shells. I have to buy it.
That's what I'm saying. You need the shells. How many you got?
Okay, we are gonna have to group up so I can find you. Okay, I sent you a party invite.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad you made it to one of the streams too. They do kind of happen at weird hours. Oh my god, you're 3K away. This is gonna, I wanted to spend my day doing the stuff and things I needed to do.
And do it.
No, because I want the helmet light mod too.
Where's you? You got a bicycle yet?
No, that's what I said. Oh my god, dude, you just scared the hell out of me. Thick just appeared in the middle of the forest. There's a mountain range in between us.
Only one owner. Brady said he got one for sale.
No. Oh, did Reaper get booped?
I need to. You just go ahead and do what you gotta do, bro.
No, I'm already on my way.
I'm on my way too.
I'm gonna smack some tree stumps and, oh my gosh. Smack tree stumps and stuff and things like that and check nests and trash and, oh my gosh. Probably should have grabbed some food for this trip. Yeah, I got you booped. There were server maintenances going on earlier today, so I don't know if there's possibly glitchiness going on with the server. Not like server maintenance as in I scheduled server maintenance and we backed up server type of thing, but as in being perfect, I was actually taking down servers and doing maintenance on them. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to or talking about?
Both.
Talking to you.
Okay, then who are you talking about?
Talking to them. About you.
Oh, talking about me?
Yeah.
But why?
Because if you're going to go meet somebody, you don't stop at every nest.
No. You misunderstand right now. This is a means of survival. As I just keep clearing my throat. I'm sorry, guys. I just got finished saying I didn't bring any food with me. I am collecting eggs.
I'll give you some corn.
I mean, I'll take cornbread. I mean, I ate right before I left, but you're 3K away from me, and I have to make the trip back, so yes, I'm collecting food. It would be silly not to do that. What the heck is going on with that tree, dude? Oh, okay, just popped into existence properly.
Lindsay, 8 Reapers.
Got it. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot, guys. Did I bring a knife, though? Yes.
Call me Traveler. Wait for it, Reaper. It will appear.
What? Is it not showing up now? Oh, the bike. Just were you on the bike whenever you got booted out? If it does not appear, try going back to go back along the path that you were on before it booted you out, and see if it appears. If it doesn't, we'll get you another bike. Yeah, server glitchiness, guys. It happens. Yeah, it usually shows up like you have to backtrack a little bit before you'll find it. Typically. I did get 1 honey, though, which is very, very important. So, how's everybody's week going? Is everybody having a good week?
You had a good week?
Yeah.
You just talked to him yesterday, didn't you?
Pretty good so far? Yeah, but you never know. Things could change from yesterday to today. And there are some people here that are not here yesterday. And vice versa. Pretty good so far in yours? Well, I put out an announcement on Twitter. And I immediately started getting responses, and then I realized, I kind of have very little knowledge about the thing that I'm asking about. So I was like, I'll do like a quick Google search so I'll have a better informed decision-making process. And then I realized I have absolutely no idea, and since I haven't done any research of any sort, I had no idea what I was asking for exactly, or what I was looking for. Oh, chicken. Don't run from it, chick. I should not have let go of that. Where did my arrow go? Where'd the chicken go? Where'd my arrow go and where did the chicken go?
You know what?
Yeah. Dadgummit. Hooked up to a washing machine for your blood on Mondays. Now here's the question. Whenever they hook you up to the washing machine for your blood, are you going to ask for like fabric softener? Is that a thing?
Well, hello, Original Sim.
What am I asking Twits about? Well, I wasn't actually necessarily looking for artists. I was more looking for references on art people have seen or people have gotten before. Like, I was looking into VTuber stuff because, first off, at some points, I might want to have a VTuber to substitute in for me, like if I'm feeling bad, rather than calling off of a stream. Or, in the case of Tigress, she's actually considering being a VTuber, so I was like, you know what, I'll investigate. Then I got a response from 2 people saying that they were artists, and they sent me their art, and I was like, well, this is cool. And it was 2, kind of interesting styles, and I was like, now what style am I looking for? Do I want 3D? Do I want 2D? So I started looking up what my rig can handle, and then I pulled up just one page, just one Google page of how to set that stuff up and the resources you need, and I was like, you know what, this is going to require so much more research before I talk to an artist. So much more research. And I felt really bad for wasting their time because it was more like a putting out a feeler when I didn't even actually know what the hell I was asking for yet. I felt like I had wasted people's time, and I don't like people wasting my time, so I felt bad for having wasted their time. Because I'm pretty sure some artists are like, they live off their art, so if they take time to get in touch with you and you waste their time, they could have been talking to another person who was actually legitimately ready. I felt so bad. You lost the stream? I'm back at 0.
Oh.
So. Did it break for anybody else? Yeah, it broke for me too. What is going on?
Zoe! She is here.
Unstable. Okay, it should be back again. Okay. Alright, we should be back. I am sorry, guys. Apparently this is just one of those days where things are going to be all finicky. So whenever it goes down, just keep refreshing your page until you can make it back to us. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. The boxes have been reset. They were just reset not long before the stream. So I don't know why it's fluctuating like that. It says unstable to software knows us. The fuck just happened? Dude, she teleported towards me with no head! Didn't realize this was a horror game. I'll be honest with you, that was kind of cool, even though it was probably a glitch. Can I clip that? I don't know, do I even have clip left on here? Yeah. No, that's not it. There it is. It's probably too late, but at least it'll tell me where I wanted the clip. Looking at that rubber banding, your internet is struggling. It should not be. I just checked it. The internet was fine. Let me run another internet speed check to see what's going on. Oh, is that you?
Right here. I got hurry. Here comes zombie. I can feel it. Yeah.
Okay, here's your ammo.
It's in front of you.
Okay, here's your ammo.
Okay. This? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you need cornbread?
No, I'm actually still... I'm like at 60 food. I'm good.
Okay.
That's at 15, which is finicky at best. What the hell is that? Oh, you?
Yep. I ain't gonna lose you. I brought most of them over.
Yeah, the internet's playing up. I don't understand why it's doing that, though. That's my issue. We just reset the boxes. Me and Charter are gonna have to have, like, a long, stern talking to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just out of stamina. I have all of these people calling me. I put in one request for business information to get a a quote to how much it would be to get a business internet here. And I have like 20 different people. Apparently they get paid by commission. So I've got 20 different folks trying to call me to want to give me business internet. And I'm like, wait,
What?
but you gotta, yes.
Nothing. Just talking myself over.
But it's like, seriously, I can't even get you guys to run my regular internet
Stop.
right. How am I supposed to trust you to do a business internet and you want $50 more for it?
I knew it was gonna happen.
And it's not even much better than the current internet that I have. Right now, my upload speed is 25. If I get business internet, the max they can give me is 35. And that's assuming it's working properly. Captions broke for you. Okay, it may or may not be working now, I don't know. Nah, it's still broke. Okay, are we working again? Yeah? Okay. I have like half internet. This is like somebody's downloading something. Let me go see if Tigress is trying to push through an update to our PlayStation or something.
How did I get rid of it?
It was...
Go ahead. Do your thing. It's okay. It's alright.
If we've got a moderator over on his chat, there's someone spamming his chat. If anybody can handle that, please, please, please.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. You're not a are you not? I thought you were. Alright, we'll fix that later. If you want. I mean, you do plenty for Lindsay. I mean, for Liz. What?
Tigress is trying to upload her video.
She knows better. She said something the other day about you doing it.
She's like, well, the video has to be up by 8. And I'm like, but you had all day. Why wait till I start streaming? She's completely killing the internet. She's like, well, it shouldn't be affecting. You're hardwired. I'm like, it is affecting.
She was talking about you doing it the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever you was recording with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she slammed the door for it.
Probably because she's angry that I asked her to stop it. No. This is the whole reason why I wanted better internet, was because they're talking about doing it now too, which means we don't have enough bandwidth for all of it to happen at the same time. We just don't. Sadly, that means planning around each other for now. It sucks.
No, she knows better. She knows what we do.
Okay, now I've got half my chat hidden here. Sorry, guys. I do apologize.
But anyway, you do enough for Bredicus. You do enough for Liz. As it
What's
is.
going on?
He said he's not a moderator on mine.
Oh.
But Lindsay handled the family.
Okay.
I don't want to overdo people.
Wait. They'd ask you if you reset your router despite the fact that you just told him it had literally caught fire. Oh my god. It's like they have a playlist. They're not even listening to you after until they go through their playlist of stuff and things that you're supposed to do. Have you restarted your router? Have you done this? Have you done that? They're like, okay, now I guess we actually have to pay attention to what you're saying. Dude, it caught on fire. An earthquake opened up right here. this one spot and swallowed it. It's dangling by a cord, and it
Swallowed
caught.
and dangling.
Yeah, dangling and swallowed, and and it caught fire. And I'm pretty sure there's a demon in it because it's talking in Latin backwards. But did you try turning it off and on? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I tried that. You know what it said? Do it again. Because it likes it. Good lord.
Oh, by the way, I was trying to play this on Xbox. Good as you get it. If I play on Xbox, it's gonna be Fallout 4 or something. Cause this is plumb done ridiculous now.
You got marked down if y'all ask if they reset the router? Really?
You wouldn't?
Why? I mean, oddly enough, before I actually had internet regularly, because, you know, for a long time it was just not something I could afford for a long damn time, and now even now it's kind of iffy on whether or not we can afford it, but we have it. I would not have known that routers needed resetting in order to get their updates proper. And for a long time, I have a router, and then I've got like a splitter, or whatever you want to call them, inside different rooms of the house to split it to different areas, and that those two need to be reset in order to, you know, update or whatever. I didn't know that until after someone told me one time. But then again, yeah, it's kind of irritating when you now understand that whenever you call our internet company, the first thing that happens is a computer asks you those questions. Before you even talk to a person, it asks if you have reset your routers.
Not messing with that damn mountain line. Not right now. I gotta get on this road and get to find my tractor. Gotta find my tractor. What? IVR? What the hell is IVR?
I don't know. It's like the IT Crowd TV show. The standard way of answering the phone was, "Hello, IT support, have you tried turning it on and off again?" Second question, are you sure it's actually plugged in? Sadly, those questions are still necessary, but it's like, there should be like a little quiz that goes on before. Hit 1 if you've already turned it off and on. Hit 2 if you've turned it off and on and you restarted it. You know, because maybe it was already turned on to begin with, and all they need to do is restart it. Something like that. You know, oh wow, this is a good view. Look at that!
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad because Tigress's video is not going to get up on time, but dadgummit.
She knows better.
Well, it's not just she knows better. She did try to get the video done. She just didn't get it done and edited in time.
Well, I guess she had all freaking day.
Okay, now if I can go drop off and grab some food, I might still manage to get the thing done that I need to get done.
Well, you didn't go
You know what just occurred to me? I don't even have a helmet to put that damn light into. Message was deleted by a moderator. Begone, bot! Nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where is Vixen at? I ain't seen her in a while.
No, I haven't seen her either. She did say that she was working awful hard lately. Darth Phoenix, thank you so much. How are you doing? What's up? Oh my gosh, my character's so tired.
Damn, I can't be hungry again.
Are you sure about that?
But,
I actually don't think I have the ability to make very many foods, so I'm just gonna store these. Do I have any sort of helmet? I have a cowboy hat. That's not very helpful. I need to straighten out my boxes.
Me too. I gotta find a trader though. That's my accomplishment today. If I can find a trader, I haven't done not one mission. Nothing.
I'll save these for later. I need to go do the mission too. Save that for later. I've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and top off the food and the water.
See if I can get rid of some of this shit.
Doki, how you doing? She's on a 7-day stretch. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, some of these job companies think they can have you work any hours until you just completely burn out.
Oh, I guess. Wait a bit.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to be the political part of the Elon Musk whatever. I don't care one way or the other. He's a billionaire who bought something for $1 billion. But the whole, he put everybody through hell in order to keep their jobs and still wound up firing most of them. I kind of am not okay with that. I'll be honest with you. If I was at that job, I would have quit. Not because I had a problem with Elon or his takeover of the company. It's just you can't put people through absolute torture in order to prove that they want to work at a place, in my opinion. I mean, Elon might very well be a robot, but not everybody who works for him has to be one.
What the hell does that have to do with politics?
Well, some people turned it into politics, which, you know, a lot of things get turned into politics.
I say hello in the wrong way to be a politician.
That's true. That's very true. And my point being was I wasn't trying to get into a debate about that particular side of it. I have no problem with Elon or the takeover or anything like that. It's just if I had been working at that job, it didn't matter how much I enjoyed the job. If they told me I had to camp out at my actual place of business in order to do the work, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm just going to go home then.
Well, I'm going to tell you this about Elon. It's funny. Anyway.
Whoa.
Elon is how do you say it? Sporadic.
Yeah.
And
He's our actual version of Tony Stark. Yeah, I got that.
Huh?
He's our actual... They actually based the character, the guy that plays Tony Stark in the movies, based it off of Elon Musk.
Oh, okay. Anyway, one of his employees, and this is way before he started Twitter, right? That's one of the T's.
Yeah.
Anyway, way before he started doing that. Well, welcome back, Lindsay. Somebody that worked for him for 8 years or 10 years or something. Anyway, worked with him for a long time. Was said they wanted a raise.
Look thirsty.
He fired him on the
Why don't you
spot.
get hydrated?
Thank you.
And then gave him a raise, a bonus, and gave him 2 weeks pay vacation off.
Yeah, I get it. The guy's eccentric. And I
Who?
guess if he's eccentric. And I
Legal
guess if you've got millions and billions of dollars and stuff and things, then yeah, you can be eccentric as you want to. I guess. But as just like a normal everyday person, I don't think I would. It's fun to contemplate working for someone with that magnitude of whatever he's got going for him inside his brain hole. But
His fucking brain hole.
yeah, his brain hole, his brain cavity, his brain pan, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I don't think I would want that person to be my employer. I've had bad employers before. Now, I'm not saying that he is one because apparently he works as much as he intends for other people to work for him. And that's one thing. But at the same time, I don't think I would want to be one of those people. I wanted an existence outside of my business. Where the hell am I going? I've completely forgotten what I was supposed to be doing over here. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop your stuff and things. Please. Makes you think of Dr. Evil. I think the problem... I won't say it's a problem. The thing is Elon is an obsessive compulsive whenever it comes to his work, and he expects people who work for him to be the same type of obsessive compulsive he is. And I guess that's a good thing, because it gets things done the way you want it done. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would be angry. I would leave. Because, you know, other things. Oh, I'm after this house. Okay. Being a sociopath helps. Well, yeah, I guess. Okay. Get all of my stamina back before I respawn everything. Leaving your last job after almost 19 years was due to management rather than the job, so I can definitely see why people would leave a situation like that. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you can make or break a job by the management. And honestly, you can actually do a whole lot of jobs that most people wouldn't want to do as long as you've got decent co-workers and a decent boss. It can make it dealable. I think the difference is... Oh, okay. Hi, dude. I think the difference is there were a whole lot of people pining for jobs that were cushiony, kind of like social media or whatever, and he was trying to prove, no, this isn't a cushiony job, it's a job. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe he just had a bad batch of cornflakes. I don't know.
Or you just don't have no bedside management.
Yeah, that too. Probably a good thing he didn't become a surgeon. Well, actually, I think surgeons do have his kind of temperament. Not a regular doctor. Let's put it that way.
Where, oh where has my trader gone? I don't even know if I found one.
Bring up your map. You have found it.
Have I?
There's a red mark on it.
Okay, that's tried.
Yeah.
I just put that there. I was hoping that was it.
Yeah, that's it. It's got the characteristic trader loop.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Look.
Yeah, it's on the other side of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know things have to be done in my job. My way, my job. But if someone else has a different way in their role, they can do it as their way. Well, yeah. Everyone has their way of doing things, and
the end result is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Just like there's a lot of information coming out about gaming companies and how they're handling certain things, and it wouldn't matter how much I enjoyed making a game if I had to work someplace and they told me I had to pull 80 hours a week because we're behind quota, some arbitrary number that somebody in a suit said, hey, we're going to deliver this game by this date. And then the guy in the suit's like, hey, we got like 2 months, but I want you to completely change how you did a thing. So yeah, if you could do that like now and never sleep in the office, eat takeout food, and never see your children again, by the way, sell me your soul, I think I would leave.
Mm.
Though I guess it would probably be whether or not you could find another gaming company that didn't do that, so...
Oh, I get the dick head wreck.
Uh-oh, you got Mr. Wrecked. Wrecked him.
Shut up, bitch. Hey guys, how you doing?
You'd been fussing with people because somebody took over your job and you'd been doing it for 20 years, so they didn't know what the hell they were talking about? Yeah. I've been in a lot of jobs where guys in suits, no offense, people in suits, one way or the other, made up the rules, but they had no idea what it actually took to do the job.
Okay,
Oh, she can stay out there. Mooch.
around. Pushing around.
Think of it. Yeah, I've worked at plenty of jobs. Like, I worked at a fast food restaurant where they put this arbitrary number on how fast you had to get customers in and out of drive-thrus. But they had no real knowledge of what actually goes into doing the drive-thru thing, so they just assigned some number. I'm not sure exactly what abyss they pulled that number out of, but it didn't actually make any sense. But they would push people to try and do it that fast, and then get upset if there was customer complaints or anything else like that.
No, I didn't die. Great.
You dying?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see you die. It kicked you.
Did it
Okay,
say
I'm
I
gonna
died?
say, I'm gonna say Ping Perfect had some issues when they rebooted their servers after their stuff.
Oh.
What?
I just froze too.
Hang on, let me go back upstairs and attempt not to get killed.
Wait, control alt delete. Huh?
No, don't worry about it. It's still up. Just turn that one off. Do that.
Turn what?
Click on that. That. There you go. Now you forced it to close. Now close this and then reboot 7 days. Yep, managers who got in at manager level have no idea. Yeah, exactly. And also if you have like a big company and you've got like a board of directors or something like that, but the board of directors have never once worked in the company, but they make the rules.
I'm gonna start off at 22 hours in.
Yeah, are you sitting out in the middle of nowhere?
No, I'm in. I will be once he kicks me out. Rick.
Ah, well, yeah. You did some temporary work for a bank after you graduated from uni. It was manual data
Yes.
entry of credit card applications. As a temp, they required a certain number of forms processed every single hour. Thankfully, I could keep up with most of the full-time staff, but I saw quite a lot of people maybe last a day or two as they got told not to bother to come back as they were too slow. Yeah. And typically that whole quota amount has nothing to do with your quality. It's whether or not you can push it through as fast as possible. I hate jobs like that.
I don't know, but you need to squat.
I had a oh man, that's gonna suck. I had a job where I was making medical parts. Ooh, okay. Oh, he lost me for like a split second. I had a job where I was making medical parts, and the people in charge kind of got tired of me because there was something that they did to the formula of the stuff that I was working with. I don't know what they did, but it wasn't right. Every time I sent it through the machine, the consistency was all wrong. I had been working with the same part. It was basically like a little duckbill thing that was like a pressure valve inside a medical device. And so we not only made it, but we also inspected the parts and then sent them on to the next place. And after working with the part for, I don't know, like a year, because I was on the same machine for like a year, they changed the formula, something in the consistency of how it was made, that every time I put it inside this really hot oven and scraped it back out, the part wouldn't come out properly. It was like gummy. Like what the cohesiveness of whatever formula that they made, whatever they did, whatever they changed, messed it up. It wasn't just that, but it messed up the machine itself that I was pressing it in. So not only was it messing up the part, it was messing up the machine, which caused it to cool down while I was trying to clean it out. And basically, I don't know what they did, probably cutting costs or something like that with the formula. They changed it. The gunk that they gave me may have cost less to produce, but the amount that I had to throw away because it was defective and the amount of downtime I had to try and clean my machine out, to me, didn't make sense. And I tried to tell my bosses that, because half of the batches that I was bringing out, like half of the batches needed to be cut out and thrown out. which also took time because I had to inspect the parts and I had to cut them and throw them out. So it was, most of the parts were bad. It took up extra time to cut them out. It messed up my machine, which took longer to run each run. And I was like, how is this saving you guys any money? But they just kept looking at me like, just run it. Just run it. Stop complaining about it and just run it. And then it would come out with like these little weird striations of colors and stuff. And I kept taking it to my boss because I was sorry, guys. She almost kicked my drink over. I was worried because as a medical device, if it's defective in any way, you have to say something. There's like a certain amount of defectiveness that might be okay because it won't stop with the functionality of it. But whenever a part that you've been working with for like a year suddenly changes consistency, you have to report the stuff and things. Here. You have to report the stuff and things. So I kept reporting the defectiveness of it, and they just kept telling me to push it. And it got me so angry. Here you go, kitty kitty. That finally it got to where, you know, it just doesn't even matter how slow I run this machine. I'm tired of telling them that this is messed up. So I'm assuming that there were people who run my machine whenever I wasn't there, and it would run, they would run it as fast as possible and just ignore the defects and everything. But I didn't care about the amount that I got done. I cared that the amount that I got done went through properly because it was supposed to be a medical device. Eventually, they moved me from that machine. And I was like, well, that's awesome. I don't know what part that goes into, but I hope to God it's not going to save my life later on, you know? Thank you, Blazer. Kitty got the...
Here, come on.
She already got her snack. She's done with us.
Leave it swarming here.
Oh.
Temperature dropping, wind's picking up.
Oh. I'm afraid to go in the basement now because it's nighttime. I'm just going to sit up here quietly. No. I'm trying to do a mission and I've got... No, just 2 bad guys. I thought there was 3.
Yep, I figured.
But I'm going to wait. The chonk
I
Mascuro.
didn't even miss- Thanks, Greg.
Anyway, that boring information aside. Yeah, so eventually they moved me out of there and they put me into quality control. As much as they loved me in quality control, they also hated me in quality control. I didn't care if I threw away an entire bag of parts, it didn't bother me. No, the kitty's not in the room anymore!
Yes, she is.
Is she? Oh, does she stay in? Okay, okay, hang on. I thought she went out.
Right over there.
I'm probably very, very... She just bonked the... Would you please stop? Stop! It was in the perfect spot. Now it's gonna be all weird and stuff. These Shure microphones are very, very testy. I have been finagling it for a while now. It's just too far, too close, the whole 9 yards, trying to get my voice to sound right. That's the way it goes, sadly. People care about the stuff that directly affects them. I cared less about the quality control on the stuff that they had me controlling at that time, because they didn't have me doing quality control on the medical side. It was quality control on the regular side. And while those were important, they weren't as important as the medical devices that they were allowing to slip through. And even then, I didn't care if I threw away an entire bag of stuff. If it was bad, it was bad. I hear the pitter-patter of sneaky zombie feetsies. You have to keep checking to see if those are around you or around me. Oh. Can you guys hear the game okay? Like, are the quiet sounds okay for you guys?
What's up?
What's up, Death? How you doing? All of the managers I've had favored bouts of memory loss when health and safety are concerned. Yeah, that does seem to be a thing. When you go into meetings, everybody's talking about health and safety and the happiness of employees and stuff like that. But whenever you get out onto the floor, it's like, well, we could care less. It's sad because I was so excited I was getting hired on by that company. I worked for them for a year, and when they finally hired me on, and I got to attend those meetings.
I should stay where I was.
I finally found out it was not a good company. It was, in fact, a very bad company. I hear that. There's a horde outside.
Me? What? Hell, I wasn't at home. I got kicked out of Rick's.
That is the pitter-patter of a whole lot of feet.
Oh, I did get a job. Cool.
Liz grabs camera. You come over there and start. No, let's not do that. So far, it doesn't sound like they're hitting any blocks, which means they don't know that I'm here. One of your brother's holiday workplaces during uni, they practically removed the words health and safety from the dictionary. Yep, that's usually how it goes. That is definitely how it goes. It's kind of funny because they expressly do things that are right against it.
Metal Rock Gaming raided the stream with 1 viewers.
Metal Rock Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? How's stuff? How's thing?
Who got you?
Metal Rock Gaming.
Oh, okay.
They had like some sort of it sounds like they moved off. They had some sort of meeting with some higher up, some health and safety people, and apparently they got bad reviews, so they wanted to go through and make some more things that are healthier and safer and all that kind of stuff like that. You know what they did? They labeled our coolers where our food goes as coolers. They labeled the water fountain as a water fountain. They labeled everything. Like, somebody went around with a labeler and labeled everything. We had refrigerators for our food. The refrigerators were clear fronted refrigerators. They labeled them refrigerators. Don't bonk. Don't bonk. I see what you're doing. Stop it. So that was their version of health and safety. It wasn't the having to bend over into machines to clean out the bad stuff out of them because their formulas were messed up. It wasn't the plates that were extremely hot and stuff like that malfunctioning and possibly collapsing while people were using them. Any of that stuff. No, it's they labeled the food where people were supposed to keep their food. They labeled the water fountains.
So that means it's daytime?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, they are still outside. I don't want to break out of this, but I want to go outside if I can. There we go. I don't want to break out a door that I shouldn't be breaking out of. Okay. Hey. I wasn't gonna break all that stuff does not mean you can break all of the stuff. Come over here. Come on. It's not a full-on horde. At least not on this side of the building, anyway. Come on, stamina. There we go. Ow. No, my stamina. There we go. It's funny how quickly faults can be hidden whenever a director shows. Yeah. Like some of those businesses that like to cover up the fire hazards until an inspection is supposed to happen. You know, those inspections that they're not supposed to know about, but they get calls about ahead of time. You gotta love it. Is that everybody? Good heavens at the lag. I've got serious FPS drops, dude. What lag? Yeah, rub it in that you're not having it.
What are you talking about? You talking
What
to me?
lag? No, he said what lag. It's Bredicus. Come on, dude, I actually have a mission I was trying to do. This is ridiculous, sir. Okay. You have no lag. Okay, well, I have lag. What is it? At that time, I had 30 frames a second, guys. Right now, I have 50. Who is doing all of the things? Now I have 30 frames. Who is doing that? I'm in a mission. I'm in a mission. I have 30 frames. Oh, man. Did I get everything from over here? I did. Yeah, I'm sitting at 30 frames. This sucks. There we go. That was it. Everyone always calls ahead to warn the others. Well, things like, you know, health inspectors and stuff like that, it seems completely pointless to send ahead and tell people that they are coming for an inspection, which I know that they do. And it's a well-documented issue. But why it's legal, which is probably not legal, but they do it anyway, I don't understand. I just don't get it. Okay. That was it. That house is always laggy. Well, the whole thing has been laggy this whole day. Actually, let's just be honest, 7 days in general is laggy for me for some reason. I'm not really sure. I thought we had most of this stuff ironed out, but I'm actually on a regular basis getting 30 frames a second. It's only illegal if you get caught. That's very true. That's very true. Because every single business in town, which actually kind of confuses me about why any business ever fails, but they do have people who fail the missions, not the missions, but the health inspection. I don't understand how they can fail it because they know what's coming. I bet it's the mightiest internet too. It's sucking up all of the frames for itself. I don't think so. Even my single player games, the frames just drop. There's something, well, let's not just say it's mine. I've watched plenty of other people who probably have beefier PCs. There are just laggy areas. Something in those areas, something that's inside the house, one particular block, one particular texture or something like that, is in no way optimized. Yeah, the cities are really bad right now. The longer this alpha is out, the worse the performance has gotten, which is weird because they haven't updated anything in a long time. I don't understand how the performance gets worse, but it does. Yeah, I do have food. Oh, due to memory leaks? Oh, it's too early for that. I just teleported. Awesome. Okay. What exactly causes a memory leak in a video game? People use that term a lot, but I actually don't know exactly what it means.
Brain bleed.
Brain bleed? Not really. She's doing the pushing her head up against me thing to let me know she's here, even though I know she's here. Who's got a land claim in the middle of the road? I mean, in the middle of nowhere. Oh, it's a broken land claim. Okay, I'll get rid of it. You had that issue with Alpha 19. By the time 20 came out, you couldn't even play it. It was that bad? Yeah. Now, even if it's not being played, it gets worse. A memory leak is when a program is active 7 days seems to have different issues. Memory leaks are when a program allocates memories to a task, but then it doesn't release them properly when it's finished. It does the task again, so it uses new it doesn't release it again, and so on. Okay. Alright, are you okay?
She got her belly hurt still.
She's just rolling around on here. Memory leak is you in the morning without coffee. Grumpy. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm just going to use an example here so I can try and make it where I understand it, which is going to be in layman's terms. It assigns things to do. It tries to do them, doesn't do them very effectively, and then tries to do it again, sending out the same exact amount, even though it's still not doing it properly. Yeah, so only when a program is active. Even if you don't play 7 days, the performance gets worse. Or not at all, and it keeps loading. So it's constantly loading things that it doesn't actually need, and some things that it needed before, but it's not getting when it needs to, so it just keeps loading them again and again and again. Like the 5,000 times I walk into the living room to make sure I did something, but I didn't actually do anything. So I walk back out of the room, and then it's like I remember, then I go back in there, and I forget again. So I stand in the middle of the room doing really hardly anything, then walking back out of the room.
Did y'all remember?
Trying to remember again, so I'll go off and do other things, and then I'll remember, then I'll go back into the living room and forget what I went in there for again. She's ottering. Like looking in the fridge for something to eat and can't find anything, and then going back to look again and again and again. Think of it as a bucket, and your RAM is RAM is in the water bucket. Hold on. Kitty! The chalk is growing. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. Think of it as a bucket, and your RAM is water filling it. Now you have a hole, memory leak, in the bucket, and the water will run out of the hole until you run out of water, RAM. Huh. Awesome. Hmm.
Trader Joel's is now open.
Puke hype? No. So that just means the longer we play in between alphas, the worse. What are you even doing in here, Frank?
The worst. What are you doing in here, Frank? What the hell was that?
Just realized there was somebody in here that wasn't supposed to be in here. So the longer in between alphas until they fix the memory leak, the worse it's going to play. So the best way to do it is to play it for the couple of months after a new alpha hits, and then just wait until the next one so that the memory leak resets. Are you awake? Have you been bonked?
I sure doubted it, but you pulled
Let's do another job.
Hey, buddy. I hope you didn't let the dead follow you here. We're burning daylight.
She cleaned herself and she just killed a fly.
Yeah, she thinks she did a thing. Am I wearing shoes? Yes, this character has shoes. You think they're gonna fix the memory leak? Well, exactly at what point does the memory leak stop? What I'm saying is like when you start a new playthrough, when I was first playing at the beginning of the alpha, we optimized it, we made the game where it would run right. But the longer I play on a playthrough, the worse the optimization gets, but I figured that had to do with me opening up parts of the map, manipulating the map, and that was what was causing it. But the way you're talking is it doesn't matter if you're actually playing it or not. 7 days gets worse because the program itself gets worse. So the only way in order to get a better 7 days experience is to wait till the next alpha when it resets. How does this work? Typically when the program crashes. No, you can delete the game and all the saves, to which will reset it to like new and give performance back, but you will lose all saves. Or when the PC is restarted, or restart the PC. But I haven't been playing that long. Why would... My PC was restarted last night. Why would it be doing it now?
I don't know.
I promise you guys, I'm not trying to be hard-headed. I'm actually legitimately trying to understand. It's like me listening to Bam talking about vehicles. I am legitimately trying to understand here so I can optimize my experience on 7 days as a content creator. I kind of need to know these things, you know? And it doesn't have a memory leak. A memory leak only gets bad when the program is active. 7 days goes bad even when you don't play, so it's not a memory leak. It's mismanaging and wasting resources. Not shut it down, but restart. Yeah, I know whenever you have to restart in order to get it to actually shut down, because for some reason inverting those options was a great idea. And Windows would only let it use so many resources. Okay, so I have to not shut down my computer. I have to restart my computer at some point in order to get it to run properly. And even then, it may only partially take care of the problem. Okay. It's depressing to think about, actually. Do you have any foods that I can get before I reset the chunk?
Hmm?
I was checking to see if anybody had, you know, like left foods here so that I can reset. Okay.
Restart what?
Reset this
mission.
chunk. For a mission, yeah.
What? This ain't right.
Yeah, probably never actually. No, I knew about the whole you have to restart in order to, instead of shut down, that causes the computer to actually wipe information, because nowadays, shutdown doesn't actually mean shutdown. It's more like what people used to think is restart, which is completely stupid to me. In my opinion, they should have made it where restart actually does the save kind of your information and all that kind of stuff like that, so whenever it comes back on, it boots up properly. But no, now whenever you restart, it actually shuts down everything and then restarts it. I understand that. I actually do that. I just didn't realize this game was affected by that. If I had known that, I would have booted my PC up and then restarted it. Now that I know this, I can do that. Ah! No, the kitty is not at the desk. I don't know where she's at.
She's right behind you. On the floor.
Oh. Hang on. Okay, if you're gonna constantly get snacks, you're only getting one at a time. I've been handing you handfuls.
Walk back up. She's like, what happened?
Here, I'll give you a couple of them. There we go. She got 4 this time. This one's almost empty, and as soon as I can get to the next bag, it's actually in a proper container that she can't destroy this time. She really makes a meal out of that, doesn't she? No, there's a setting you need to change. Yeah, there's a setting that you can change to force it to shut everything down properly. And thank you for the kitty snacks. Just saw that yourself. Restarting instead of shutting down is the way to go. Weird. Yeah, it's something like that. Like, if you know a game is depending on, like, those things, telling me that it's got a memory leak doesn't really, or something similar to a memory leak, doesn't really compute in my brain, except that I kind of abstractly understand what you're talking about. If you just simply, it's like, hey, it's got an allocation problem, and the best way to do that is to actually shut down the proper processes, and nowadays you have to restart instead of shut down in order for that to happen. Gotcha. Actionable information that I can use, and it's explained in a way that is summarized, and I get it. Come out of there, please! No. Come out, please. Thank you. Hi, kitty. That's what the fun pimps call a memory leak. Gotcha. I mean, I get the fun pimps are trying to do something different that a lot of people probably wanted at one point, but I do not care for their idea that they don't need to optimize it until it's over. That I kind of have an issue with, because it's nearly unplayable at certain points. Like right now, it's getting to the point where it's chugging, you know? And it's not just mine. Like, I watch Jawoodle play, and I've seen his go down to like 20 frames a second at times, and I'm like, he's got a beefier PC than I do, as far as I know. So why is it chugging? But I'll watch Guns, Nerds, and Steels, and his PC is still handling it, but I think he actually has a secondary PC that records his stuff. At least that's the way it makes sense to me. I don't know if he actually does or not. They have to optimize a little in Alpha 20. Well, I think that's probably the reason why they're having issues with the next Alpha coming up, and they just haven't said anything about it. They've done all of these changes and everything, but then they realized they couldn't get the FPS out of it that they wanted. Excuse me, pardon. Knock, knock. Typically, one does not optimize a beta, but you're not supposed to take a decade. Exactly. I mean, it would be different if, Well, let's just say they decided to leave the graphics as they were back whenever this was first happening. They probably wouldn't need to optimize, but now they're taking it to HD graphics to bring it up to spec, and the problem is the HD graphics on a game that runs like this, a voxel style game, eats up so much that they kind of need to optimize it. Otherwise, half of their...
Morgan is now following.
Chaotic Morgan, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. If they don't optimize it, they're going to make it where half the player base can't even play the game anymore. As it stands right now, in order to run this on a potato PC, like a, you know, an everyday normal PC, they would have to have it on potato settings, and even then it might struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're in the ceiling this time, huh? Ah, okay, slow down, dude. Over here pirouetting and showing off and stuff.
I'm gonna have to find me a helm closer.
A helm closer?
Helm closer.
Closer to your trader?
Yes.
How
Unfortunately.
far did you have to walk in order to get to your trader?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Let's see. Oh, it's only just on the other side of town. Let's see. Quick waypoint. Let's see how far that is. Almost a 1K. It's like 800. Something. By the time I get to trade, it'll be almost 1K. Trade door.
They're also trying to wait on people forgetting about getting rid of the glass jars. I don't necessarily have an issue with them making the game harder. I'll be honest with you. It's fine with me. I would hate to put hours and hours and hours into a game that everybody else kind of made fun of, which they already do. But if they finish the game, if the game goes gold, and the game is supposed to be a survival game, but there's no real true necessary survival aspect to it, it's just kind of glossed over. Most survival players are going to be like, you played that. Oh, okay, it's like Minecraft for adults. Gotcha. Now, nobody's really going to care who plays it. They're going to play the game anyway, but if you could tell somebody at 7 days, it's like, oh yeah, dude, I tried playing that one time and I died so many times. It's like, yeah, that one. Nobody wants to play the extremely cheesy and easy to cheese survival game. But at the same time, to say that and then not allow new players a way of playing the game or changing things so many different ways that people get tired of relearning the game, I can understand that is probably problematic for a lot of people. I'm not saying I necessarily want jars to disappear. Me personally, I think there's other ways that they could have augmented it rather than having us rely on the 7 Days to Die's God's good graces to give us the one part we need for the purifier. And it's awesome that we can lean down and scoop up nasty water and scoop it into our faces again, but how many people actually want to do that?
Well, they better be. I should be able to use the snow, damn it.
Yeah, which you're not going to be able to do.
So, you know, I gotta have my feeling like it.
Sadly, that's because you're not going to have jars. You're not going to be able to make it out of... Which is... There's a difference between survival aspect and making the game harder and taking away all of the immersion in the game. So rather than finding a balance where you can keep your jars, your character just swallows it completely. Deep throats the entire damn jar, and it's just gone. And your character does not have the ability to melt snow, which has been done since the beginning of time. So, yeah, it's not immersive. There are ways of doing it immersively. I think the problem is people would prefer it to be immersive, however they decide to fix it. Like the whole food aspect, I think I would probably be better off... Oh my gosh, dude. I think I would be happier if they brought the dysentery back on the cans, but didn't change the prices of the cans. Me personally. Because then that would give people a chance of having dysentery, which, guess what? When you have dysentery, you have to eat and drink more. And you're going to have to make more goldenrod tea, which brings back the need for goldenrod tea. But at the same time, I'm also a huge fan of being able to take those cans and cooking them and getting rid of the dysentery like it is in Darkness Falls, by having a bowl. So I think there's a lot of wiggle room that the fun pimps are not actually taking into account at all. There are so many other ways other than just saying, hey, the character's just completely deep-throating the entire bottle. It's gone. Bye-bye. Yeah, snow is useless. Exactly. Like you could throw snowballs at each other. Yay. Not to say that that's not still going to happen, because it will, but it's not as useful as it was before. You're gonna get so many cans as starting loot if the jars are now gone. Exactly. Oh, okay. Maintenance and stun batons. And dynamite. Okay, mission is done. Please tell me I get my bike now. Please, 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 please. I should probably run back by the base. I am so over encumbered, but I think I can get rid of a few things. Go ahead and pick up the next mission just in case. Can you imagine caps count on tin cans though? Yeah, it's probably going to get kind of ridiculous, seeing as how a lot of the loot you would normally look for. Jars are something that people already leave behind until they start needing it. Cans? People don't usually use cans for anything. And even if you do, you collect cans as you eat, so there's no real reason for saving them from a house. And why can't we put snow inside our cans and make water? Wasn't that in a previous alpha before too? I remember that being in a previous alpha. I'm pretty sure I saw Neebs Gaming and them do that whenever, like, at the beginning of one of their series, they melted snow into a can. Alpha 17? Okay, so it was in there. I'm not just remembering wrong. So instead of having jars, can't they just melt it into a can? Of course, then they would run into the same problem. Everybody would just... But then again, I think the problem with that is they didn't stack, right? Whenever you melted snow into a can, it was just one per stack. You can still use snow to make... Yeah, you can use snow to make murky water now. You won't be able to in the next alpha. Scrap for easy metal is all I use them for early. Exactly. That's the only use they really have. I would love it if you could take the cans and, let's see, what would it probably be? Cans, paper, gunpowder. Small amount of gunpowder. And have that turn it into like a firecracker or something like that. That would be a really cool recipe. And it would be like if you threw a stone and it would sidetrack the zombies somewhere else. I think the sound... Yeah, I think... Oh, that's a hard one right here. Pipe bombs or 7.62 ammo?
Here you go.
7.62 ammo. I think sound is underutilized in this game. I really, really do. They have the ability for it. The framework is there because you can use stones to do it. I don't think they don't use it enough. I can sell those. I don't know if I need that.
Nothing else. You best be on your way.
I will be on my way when I'm on my way. I'll be on my way soon. Don't worry about it. You don't wish to have a chair? I need a helmet. I have 4,000.
You need a who?
I need a helmet or a hood. Hey, that's pretty cheap. I'll wear that. That's fine.
Damn things are selling like hotcakes.
I think you're lying to me. They're not selling like hotcakes. You don't have hotcakes. Can I have a job? Anything south? Near. West.
There you were, customer. Let's just stand.
Okay. I need to go drop off. I've got way too much stuff on me. Cans and rubber bands and a bunch of small rocks. Slingshot. That would be a good one. If you could do that and you could slingshot a rock or something like that and give it a little bit of extra distance to drag bad guys away from you, I really think that would be a great way to do... I don't want to say it'd be a great way to challenge the game, but the game doesn't have enough variety in the way that you play it. for a sandbox game, there should be so many different ways that you can play it, and I know that they're doing updates to try and change it to where those ways are viable, which is one of the reasons why they're changing it. Trying to make the skill tree work better for it. I think if they were to actually use some of the mechanics that are actually in the game that are not being utilized, it would also help. Firecrackers, the what do they call it? The alarm? The horn alarm? Can you imagine, like, say you're running a Dangerous Cities mod and there was a lot of zombies in here. If I were to set up one of these horns over here and I need to go into a town to do a mission, if I could turn this on and set off the horn to attract all of the local zombies to that horn while I'm doing my mission, that would be cool. You know? There is in Darkness Falls, they have a horn that they're attracted to. Because I have never used it. I have said that it would be really, really cool if it existed, but I had no idea that there was actually one in there that does that. Huh. I was really hoping to get my bike today. It's not going to happen, though.
Yeah, you will. You get it done.
Car alarms. Yeah, the car alarms do it. You know, I'll be honest with you, I never considered using the car alarm as a way of distracting the zombies away, like, go by. But you can't reliably count on a particular car having a car alarm, can you? Unless you've marked it? There's a different way. I haven't considered playing the game, guys. If you mark the cars that have the car alarm and don't break them down and use them as a distraction later on. That's cool. That's a cool mechanic I haven't considered. At all. But it does prove that you can use sound to distract the zombies, which means it could be applied in base game if they opted to do that. That is cool. I had not considered that. The zombies know I'm here. Beeping pipe bombs would be fun, like Left 4 Dead. Or if you got, the timers that are on, like cooking timers. What game has that? Saints and Sinners.
Yeah.
You could set an alarm, and that way you could actually set it down and walk away from it so the zombies wouldn't be aggro to you. It goes off after a couple of minutes. You could set in a timer. You could actually type in, set it for 5 seconds, set it for 10 seconds. You could set it down and then walk away from it, and the zombies would get aggroed whenever it goes off. It is the only mod that has it, and at least it used to be in Alpha 19. Not sure if Kane kept it on Alpha 20. I remember car alarms going off before. I'm trying to remember this Alpha's playthrough. I think it still had car alarms. Oh, the speaker. Okay. See, I did not know about the speaker at all. And the funny thing is I think I remember mentioning this in more playthroughs than one about not using the sound devices, and no one said anything to me about it in that alpha. Maybe if it wasn't in this alpha, that's probably the reason why they didn't do it. I don't know. Okay, where's my helmet light mod? I really need to get this straightened out. This is bothering me. And I've got to have something that I can go into, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. I did. Ah. You invite yourself into my home, trying to eat my graham crackers. How rude.
Damn. I gotta find a mission I just did, cause I left my box out there.
Uh-oh. I need foods. I think I just set down foods. I need foods. Now, you're waiting for the next season of Girls Night Out? I have no idea whether or not Daphne would be able to do something like that. I know she's got a job now. It would be very fun, though. Let's go ahead and fix... Running around the apocalypse without a shirt on, or are you missing pants in this series? I don't think so. I think I'm fully clothed. Nope, I don't have a shirt on. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Forget I said that. I think the worst part is I do have a jacket upstairs. Hang on, I can put that on at least. There we go. Now I have a shirt on. Run! I can do one more mission. Come on, I need the bike. I need it.
You can do it.
I'm doing it. I need to get outside of town because I'm gonna lose frames being in town. She's not fully back, but can be worked out as an awesome series. Wore gloves, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm not sure how she's doing. Last I heard, she was back. I mean, not fully back, like, but, she was feeling better, but she still has, like, a lot of series that she needs to get caught up on and stuff like that. But I hope she doesn't get stressed out and try to push it too far, too fast. Thank you for the stretch. Oh. She's actually sleeping, guys. Well, it's almost like she heard it. She knows. She knows what's happening. Are you full yet? She was doing Darkness Falls last you checked. I watched her... What was it? Her video that she did where she came back talking about the series that she was planning on continuing. I saw that one. You checked and their Bum Pimp staff said the cans are gone. Yeah, they verified the cans are gone too. They should have left that one in though. As long as it only stacks to one, it's not like you can go around with an entire thing full of... I mean, I guess you could walk around with an entire backpack full of cans of melted snow, but, I mean... Not very many people would want to do that for very long.
Why not?
Well, the whole point would be to try and find the part that you need in order to get the, purifier. The only problem is unless they fix the ability for the game to detect whenever you need certain items, I don't know how it's going to work. The random world gen as it is kind of... Well, let's just say in every single playthrough it will shaft you on at least one item. It's like it knows. And what's going to happen if it decides to shaft you on the water purifier? What the heck is going on over here? Oh, it's a... Okay, gotcha. like the Wrench and Dishong, or like several people who have done a series where they couldn't find a cooking pot to save the damn life, or you go around for 2 weeks in the game looking for a freaking crucible, or the crucible schematic, or anything. And they're gonna... And, by the way, the hidden stash that all of the traders have is gonna be gone. So that upper tier stuff and things that people have been relying on, like making a whole bunch of money and buying upper tier items, that's not gonna be in the game anymore. So I think the shortcuts to getting upper tier, you know, weapons or armor or whatever, that's gone. No telling when the traders will actually get upper tier loot or if they ever will. They didn't fully explain that one. The cat is never full. No, she's never full. If she ever gets full, she'll get rid of it and then come back in here asking for another snack. Starnico, thank you so much for the follow! Hello? Frank. You almost left the quest without the package. Oddly enough, very easy to do. You've always had forge and cooking by the end of day 1 just to put points into making a forge. Yeah, but that whole ability is not really going to be there. You're going to have to find books next time. And after a certain book, you'll be able to do a forge. Now, of course, they also said that you're going to be able to find well, not books, magazines. You're going to be able to find the magazines more often, less paper, more magazines. Okay, we got 2. I don't know, I'm actually kind of excited for the whole leveling system that's going to be in the next one. I'm hoping I won't be disappointed, but I am excited for it. Oh, right over the dude's head. Oh, I was supposed to say, what happened to his leg? Because I know I didn't take his leg off. Oh, she's got 3 more levels. Uh-oh, we got some 30s going on. Oh, I didn't realize I'd even gotten into stage 20. Oh, that's game stage. I'm looking at game stage. Levels, I'm into level 11. I'm still safe. I'm safe. For those of you who haven't watched any of the series, at level 20, PvP starts. Thick, calm down, sir. Calm down. We don't have to do this. I mean, we do, because you have to go, sir. Not for long. Yeah, I know.
Well, what?
Not for long. I'm not gonna be safe for long.
What?
Not gonna be safe for long. I'm gonna level 11.
What, level 7? Just wait.
Not been really paying attention to what's coming next. I want to be surprised. Oh, okay. Well, spoilers. My bad. Capo had that problem on day 50 before finding the Crucible. You remember Zhwoodle never finding one by day 70. Exactly, so occasionally that randomness just kind of completely screws you on a playthrough. It just depends on how the game decides to be that week, you know? Like, in my Dishong series, I'm at day... I think the next one is going to be day 12. So up to day 11, I have not found a ranch. But with my other series, the Wasteland series, I have found 3 ranches. And I'm on like day 4. Nice. Never understood the difference between game stage and levels. The game stage... Hold on. See if I can figure out how to do this. The game stage is a combination of your level, the day, and your location. So because I'm level 11, and because of the biome that I am in, and because of the POI that I am in, it puts my game stage currently at level 22. Well, that's loot stage. Hold on. My loot stage is 18. What was it that goes into game stage? I know it has to do with your level and the day. What else is factored into that? I think those are the only 2 factors. I think loot stage is all 3 and game stage is that one. Biome? That goes into loot stage, though. See, right now my loot stage is only 18, but my game stage is 22. So there's another factor in there somewhere. Player level is how many people are on a map in an area. And game stage is a game progression level. Is characters' progression, not sure on the factors. Days survive as a factor? Yeah, days survived as a factor. Like, if anybody starts, say your server's on day 100 and a brand new player comes in and it's a horde night, they aren't going to get a horde because every other player will pull the horde. They won't get anybody. We've had people actually join on servers and join on a horde night. And all they do is just like stand in the middle of the street, basically. Oh, all of the zombies are here. Where's the bird that's supposed to be up here? You can't tell me it's not here. It's just hiding in a weird place or something. Moon phase? Maybe. Your astronomical sign? Possibly. Yeah, see, now the confusion here is, no, I've played one recently where the bird was there. I think I've got too many spawns around me for it to show up. Game stage, I think, is just accumulation of your level, how long you've survived, and the biome that you're in. I think those are the 3. Loot stage is new for this year, though. Ooh, ammos. There's a freaking bird. Are you serious? I knew you were there.
Snuck up on you.
He wasn't there. He just... Oh, man. He just spawned in. I mean, I walked over there to find him and he wasn't there.
You already killed him, you just did.
Calm down, sir. Oh, stamina. Okay, these guys are confused. Apparently they're running at 20 frames a second just like I am. Nice. And I got a tier 3 pipe shotgun. You got KFC for dinner. Oh my gosh, that sounds good.
Yeah, speaking of KFC, last time she mentioned KFC to me, because she's like, "What do we want to eat?" Oh, what you want to eat? And then all of a sudden, what? What you want to eat? She said KFC. I said, "Yep." She's like, "Well, I wasn't expecting that one."
Well, you're not usually that enthusiastic whenever I suggest a place. Usually it's like some finagling. Oh, I'm planning on getting such and such. And you're like, oh, okay, get me this. In fairness, we hadn't had KFC in a while, so...
No need to argue about it, though. Just say.
KFC is good, though. There's also a party game stage. Yeah, and if you're doing a horde night, the game stage for your horde night is calculated at the very beginning of your horde night. Which may or may not be a good thing, because if you suddenly have someone join your party halfway through the horde night, they're not calculated into it. Or if someone gets booted from the server, you're still gonna get their zombies. Because they were in your party.
Something surprise.
I'll take that. Oh, finally, thank you.
Best way just going out here and living.
Here you go. I don't trust you.
Just going to live.
You don't trust me? You don't trust me?
What are you talking about?
This dude says he doesn't trust me. I just did all of those jobs for him. Rude? You got lucky goggles, that might be good. What kind of stuff and things do you have, sir? That's a duster. Winter wear. Ah, there we go. I'll get that one. Lanterns, I think I'll wait on that. What else have we got? Learning elixir.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, no kidding. Probably want to save that until after. You know, I'm a little bit more in the safe zone, I guess. I'll get one of those for later. And I think I'll stop there. Yeah, the party game stage is just the whole the average of all of the stages of all of the peoples.
Oh my freaking god.
The main thing is just knowing when it occurs, when the calculation happens, because if, say you've got an extremely high level character, like some folks somehow or another know magically how to gain levels really, really fast. You've got like a really high game stage level character, and they join your party, first off, you're going to get a whole lot more zombies. Now what happens if they disconnect? You're still going to get their zombies.
Are you fucking
What's up?
No, I think I just messed up. I think I've already have it down. Is it possible to have two traders in one build? One city?
Yeah, you can have two in a town.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, they're technically two separate traders, but yeah, they can be close enough together to be considered part in the same town. Why?
Because I went all the way across town looking for Rick.
Uh-huh.
Or looking for a trader. I believe Jen is real close to me. Can
Oh.
you tell me? Mac. I can't.
Why?
Zombies behind me.
It sounds like a little bit more complicated than the average of the party members. Well, it's going to take into account the same things that it takes into account when it's averaging out yours for a Horde Night as well. Okie dokie, I just dragged my butt through there.
Alright, is Jen around here?
No.
Is that not her?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Might have been another game I'm playing. I don't know.
It probably is. Obviously, it's going to go into the calculations of each person's game stage for the Horde Night, but... Wait, where'd home go? Okay. It's going to do all those calculations, but it's basically an average of all of
Oh,
y'all's
shit, it's that
information.
time, right?
Yep, it's that time.
Oh. Motherfucker.
I am wondering whether or not any of those calculations are going to change or whatever for this next alpha. It seems like the alpha after this one, where they're doing the player character stuff and the walking animations and stuff like that, what I guess could probably be called Alpha 22 at this point. I'm wondering whether or not they're going to start doing like their multiplayer updates for that one.
I'm gonna die.
Do you have no bandages on your heart bar again?
I'm not.
No, I'm telling you, you don't.
No!
Okay, it's time for me to clear all of this stuff out. I think I want to do... yeah, this is where my actual, base is going to be. I'm actually going to make the Horde base over there, so let me start clearing some stuff. It is averages, but it seems to start with the highest one and uses different percentages as players' game stages get lower, so it uses different percentages.
Damn it. That's twice. I died twice. Damn it.
Mentions Alpha 19.
Nope. Nothing wrong with it.
It might have like a sliding scale for the highest one and the lowest one and like a middle one. It's like within this bracket, and it'll take this in order to go into the average. If it's within this bracket, it might take this number and go into the average or something like that. That seems overly complicated and unnecessary, but they could have written it up that way. Well, Bam, look at it this way. You're not the highest death count on the server. Who's the highest death count on the server now? It's Reaper because of that, that boss screamer, huh? I probably should do this. I'm gonna attract somebody.
Fucking bear.
One of your deaths doesn't count. Yeah, that's true. I did kind of experiment on you, so I guess that does count as a not count. It will be interesting to see what the new changes for the next alpha are as far as game stages and everything else like that goes. And how multiplayer is going to change because of the way the leveling system works. Should be interesting to see how that actually works in game.
No, not again, you motherfuckers. Damn it. I guess I'm just gonna stay on my damn bed. Stupid shit.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be out doing stuff and things at night. I'm just saying.
Trying to get protection.
I need intellect to level 4. Dadgummit. I can go ahead and get a forge going
What?
though.
Yeah, it was kind of check.
Clay, stone. Duct tape I probably need more of.
I'm just gonna be quiet, be still. Start my fire so I won't freeze my ass off.
Short iron pipes. And if I have any glue? Pretty sure I do somewhere. Ah.
I mean, it's not like you gotta know.
I wouldn't worry much about individual deaths. Once bullets start flying, you'll be on the clock and plenty. That's true. I'll probably beat him. A lot of multiplayers are upset they may be forced to go looting for magazines when they are the builders of the group, usually staying most of the time at the base. Yeah, I think they might be a little over worried about that because while their looters are going to go out and find magazines that are good for them faster, so
we do have
all
some
of the other
books.
books that they're really not using a whole lot of. Now,
I'm not-
mind you, there's
I'm
going to be
upset.
a time
And then died twice.
there I don't know how to phrase this. The ones that are speccing into those particular things are going to be able to go out and find those particular things really, really fast. As soon as they are done building up their particular things really, really fast, they can hand off those same books to somebody else who can read those and build their stuff up. Now, the smart way to do that would be don't take the final perks. Don't finish the final books. As in, if you're 5 short from getting 100% of the books that you need, don't get them. Don't use them. Give them to somebody else. That way you get that higher percentage of those types of books. And if you have a big enough group, that should be fine. Now, if it's a group of, say, 3, and you've got one person wanting to run automatics, you've got one who's a sniper and one who's a shotgun. Obviously, if the shotgun stays home and works on the base, they're going to have an issue finding the types of books that they need, while the other 2 can go out and find all the books that they have and bring the other person back shotgun books, but they're not going to get as many. So, yeah, it's going to be a problem, but I guess people are going to have to adjust to either how they play it or maybe find a...
Parking 54 gifted newbie new F a subscription.
Thank you for the gifted sub!
Gifted a tier 1 sub to newbie new. They have given 18
Nice.
gifts
Thank you,
up in the channel.
Skylarking. That is very, very sweet. First off, if you're on a server with other people, you're going to have to cooperate, and some people play on public servers who do not cooperate with each other. So if you have a builder who's used to building a lot of things and they don't want to go out and loot, yes, they're going to be at a disadvantage. They really, really and truly will. They will have to go out and loot if they are playing in server by themselves or playing single player by themselves. They will probably have to go out and loot, which sucks. They're going to have to change the way that they play for good or bad, however that is seen. It kind of sucks for people who prefer to play that way. In a server I played with before, we alternated on who was building the bases. So one week, one of us would build a base, another week, another one would build the base, so we kind of...
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Hold on. I've got a group coming in. So everybody would actually get the intense bonuses and stuff that you would get from building and everything. And it would alternate between all of us.
Yeah, well, I don't build. So. Just saying.
I don't know what she's doing, guys. Okay, Smeagol. Would you stop that? I'm out of stamina? Let me sneak while I pop you with this loud gun. There we go. Now you guys can come up. I did a lot of mining and crafting when I played with a group of friends. It'd be a massive disadvantage. The Alpha 21 system did that. The issue is you're going to come to a point where you're going to be pretty high level and have nothing to put your points into because you haven't read enough books in this new alpha. At least if I'm understanding it correctly, that's how it's going to work. Sorry, dude. I was running out of stamina. I just wanted to take you down a little bit. Speaking of mining and farming myself, so I'm wondering how it's going to work. Yeah, I was huge into farming. They took my farming away from me. So I completely understand. There's been changes that not everybody's okay with, and I am sure there's probably going to be people who will mod in different ways that they prefer to play the game. While that's not a fix, sadly, if we play this way and it gets to where it's completely unplayable for certain playstyles, I'm sure people are going to mod in a way for those folks to play the way in which they actually want to. There's absolutely no way, though, that the Fun Pimps can possibly make a game where everybody can play their way, and somebody is not going to have a bad time about it. And even if they did, somebody would complain about it. There would always be somebody who was going to complain about it.
Anything.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We will just have to play it and find out how it works. Because I can tell you, there will be weeks where I will come on here and I am energized to go out and loot and find things and stuff. And then there are weeks where I don't want to go and do anything. I just want to build. That's all I want to do is I want to build. So I understand. I can't say that I have ever had a time where I got in here and just wanted to mine. That's boring. I hate mining. If they had an auto miner in the game, I would focus on that solely. You're on the modders forum, so you get a first look into what's going on with the mod updates for Alpha 21. Nice! I am anxious to see what happens with the mods in the next alpha. I have played a lot of really good mods this year, and I am very anxious to see how they change for the next alpha, too. She's ottering. She's trying to be cute. Why am I walking around my home base with a whole bunch of stuff and things in my pocket? I can put this stuff up and not be over encumbered. Just set that down for a second. I need food. Wait, you're not supposed to stand on the pickaxe and jump up and down like it's a pogo stick? I've been doing it all wrong. I need those magazines on how to do it properly. No. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. That's exactly how that works. You've had 70 mods in the game. A ton of them were just tiny changes, but others have been a bit overboard. I don't think I've ever run the game with that many mods. I typically, well, I don't know if you can do an overhaul mod if you count that as a one mod thing. I would normally would. Okay, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on my base. But then again, I don't have a whole lot of experience with a whole lot of the smaller mods. There's a few that we have tried that I like. Like I like the HUD mod. Now there is one Guns, Nerds, and Steel, whichever mod he's playing, the compass actually has the degrees on it, and I would love to have that on there. But that's the only thing I don't necessarily... Everything else I like about the HUD. It's one of my favorite HUDs so far. Are you serious? It's like I got a tapeworm, dude. Yes. You like mining? It's relaxing? I think it's boring. Can I just zone?
Boring for people to watch, for sure.
No, I think it's boring to do. I do it because it's necessary, but it's boring. Now, I can tell you, like in Darkness Falls, the way that their mining is, like you go down for an hour and you can come back with a stack of 10,000 after you put a couple of points into it. I don't mind that. Heck, I don't even mind it taking a little bit extra whenever you manufacture it, just because it's a way of balancing it. I kind of really like that aspect. I should probably do this before anything collapses. Who's licking what? I think I missed whatever you were talking about. I'm not really sure what they're licking. It either has something to do with mining or pogo sticks. Or mining on a pogo stick, and for some reason they feel the need to lick it. I don't know. I've given up asking people why they are doing certain things in chat. These are not answers I wish to... Hey! There are certain things I do not wish to know. Don't do it. I like mines, but it's a profession. And I'm not using it like a pogo stick. I'm testing it for safety reasons.
I wish you would. Oh.
Don't judge. Oh, sorry. My bad. Was I kink shaming on the pogo stick? I do apologize. I don't kink shame here. I do apologize. Sir, please stop that. Every time I walk back in this direction, my frames go down to 20 frames per second. You're not allowed to eat my frames. You were licking the ore? Okay, alright, gotcha. Just found 22k dukes in a random bag? What? That sounds like a trap. Hey, get off my lawn! What are you guys doing? Hey, hang on. That might be the reason why my frame is messed up. You guys come over here so I can kill you. Fluffy, I see you. Stop doing the dumb. Walk around. Walk around! Stop doing the fluffy! Might be the reason why I don't have any frames. There's a horde here. They were just meandering outside. Hello? Nuh-uh, dude. Sir, please don't do that. Come up here. Ouch. Okay. You know, something tells me these zombies go down too fast. Ma'am, stop the things! Like, they're too quick to sink down whenever they have low clearance.
That's what you meant.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I'm not trying to insinuate the biblical sense of the word. Or whatever. Oh, Fluffy's here! Dude, see, exactly. Fluffy did not even wait for a split second. He climbed on top of him and then went down. None of this is... none of this is okay. He didn't even ask for consent. That's something I sort of miss too, being able to go through one block spaces. Yeah, I don't understand why they gave the zombies the ability to go through a one block space or a block and a half or however you want to say that, but the player can't. That makes no sense to me. Which I kind of get why you can't do it, because the camera inside your character clips through the planet whenever you do it. Oh, this is the Fluffy I was shooting. Oh, I'm sleepy. Okay, are we done? Jeez Louise. I needed to put some of those points into Iron Gut and I didn't do it. Okay, back to what I was doing. Cobblestone. Take the wood. Do I have any cobblestone left? Yes, I do. Me too. They said they removed it because zombies can't, players shouldn't be able to. Then they gave it to the zombies, but not back to us. Yeah. That was my only issue with zombies having. I don't really care that the zombies can go through the one block gap. It's that the existence of the one block gap for a player is a thing because it's in mods. But we didn't get that ability. So that kind of sucks. Do we have to keep doing this? I'm gonna start charging you guys. Maybe I need to up the price on the tour. You guys at least need to bring some sort of... Where is he going? I said upping the price and he ran away and got stuck underneath there. What was that? That was a random bit of random dumb coding that you just had. I don't know what that was. Okay. Hello, puberty? You talking about my voice cracking? Yep. My balls were dropping, excuse me.
I hear you say. What?
My voice was messing up. And someone said, hello, puberty. I said, yep, my balls just dropped. Don't worry about it.
No, they're still in the same spot.
Are they? Okay, well that's reassuring. It'd be weird if they moved. I don't know, do they move?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not unusual for them to move. The more you know. You finally bought RimWorld? Holy hell! That is like a really, really good game. I got so many hours of playtime on that. Sadly, I haven't played it in a long
Well,
time.
when you cough, let's see.
Turn your head and cough. The things you learn. Bam's in for a surprise later.
Well,
That my balls dropped.
kind of excited.
It's time to start my own organ farm. I'm gonna assume you're talking about RimWorld, right? There we go. Rob Roy? Any advice on how to download mods for Undead Legacy? Can't seem to get it to work. Are you trying to do it manually, or are you trying to use the mod launcher? I would say I had a whole lot of issues getting Undead Legacy to work because my mod launcher was the old mod launcher. I had to update to the new mod launcher. And you have to make sure that you've got the right... The one that was up on the one that was on one of the sites, it was an old version, and I needed the newest version. Sword fighting after the stream, he likes it, yeah.
Why not? Don't like it till you try it. I'm just saying. Hey, what you want to do?
Mod launcher. Huh? What?
What you want to do? Keep going.
Okay, give me just a second. There's somebody asking. Yeah, I get it.
I'm fine with it.
Undead Legacy doesn't work for you in the mod launcher, so you had to hard install it manually. What I would say is, first off, make sure you have the latest version of the mod launcher. Try that. And then if you don't want to do it that way, have the mod launcher set you up a file to put the file into. Like, have it create the save for you, or the version for you. That's how I did it. And then, instead of installing any mods, go and find the latest file yourself and install it. Basically, it's a matter of going into the files. Well, if you've ever used the mod launcher before... Actually, I should ask that. Have you ever used the mod launcher to install an overhaul mod before? Do you know where the files exist? I had to find them, that's the reason I'm asking. I don't know how much experience you have with modding 7 days.
Lindsay said don't make her stop yet.
Never use the mod launcher after manual install Darkness Falls, Better Vanilla, Undead Legacy, and Apocalypse Now. In order for me to keep my saves situated, I manually install my mods, but I use the mod launcher to copy my file into a file where all of them are in the same ones. All of my mods are in the same folder because I use the mod launcher, and then I manually install my mods where they belong. You have no clue. Okay, what we need then is... hang on. Let me find... Okay, I know you. Okay, I'm going to recommend 2 people that I personally, well, I don't personally know them, but I have played with Pixel Life and I have talked with Guns, Nerds, and Steel, and both of them have tutorials on the mod launcher. Copy. Paste. That's Pixels, and... Share, copy, paste. And that's Guns, Nerds, and Steel. And the only reason I'm going to say I'm not going to necessarily do a tutorial, because if you've never modded 7 days and you've never seen a tutorial, I would definitely recommend watching one. Because it is very, very difficult to know exactly where the files go. Make sure you have the right section of files. One of the biggest problems I have is when they nest one of the files into another folder, and it screws me up. So if you watch through an entire tutorial and you can actually visually see which folders you need and where they go. It makes it a whole lot easier to understand, not only for this install, but for future installs of 7 days. So those are the two people that I definitely recommend going to watch their tutorials on it. The newest version of Undead Legacy will be available from Undead Legacy website for a manual install, but check the tutorials first. Yeah. A lot of the mods have their own website, like Darkness Falls and Undead Legacy, and sometimes, like, the old mod launcher site doesn't have the updated Undead Legacy. The new mod launcher does, but not the old one. And in order to get the mod launcher to run it right, you have to have the latest version. So that's two tutorials from two people that I know of. Guns, Nerds, and Steel is really good, and Pixel Life Gaming is very, very good. So those are two that I would really, really recommend watching. And then as far as getting the latest version of a certain mod, typically somewhere in the mod launcher, it'll take you to the mod launcher page. Like if you look up 7 Days to Die mods, it'll take you to the forum for mods within 7 days. But on each one of those, typically they also have a Discord and where their actual website is, and you can go there for information, tutorials. People like Kane, the mod author for Darkness Falls, he is very active in his Discord and on his channel, so if you have any questions, there's like 5,000 people who can answer, plus he's usually there to answer too.
Jesus Christ.
What?
You.
What?
I would have to tell you later.
Am I talking too much today?
No. Worse.
Am I repeating myself?
No, not at all. You don't great on that part. So you sound like.
What are you talking about? No, you're not. No. No. I have been watching a lot of his videos, but
Yeah.
no, I am not sounding like him.
Bullshit.
No. He thinks I'm sounding like Asmongold. Guys, the eyebrow dude, because his way of saying you're sounding like, and then he starts doing his eyebrows like this, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Good lord.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know if they know who Asmongold is. The point is he does do good debates, and he speaks very well for a lot of things. So yeah, I do watch, because I have a hard time vocalizing what I'm thinking. Yeah, when your balls drop, your voice changes. Exactly.
Oh,
so apparently Asmongold is me if I'm
No,
a dude. If I was a dude.
Now. We are getting a divorce. What the fuck did you just say?
No, if I was Asmongold, even with the eyebrows, but I still had my ass, you would still have married me.
No. Negative. Sorry, I hurt your feelings on that one, my love bug.
Okay, I would have been in a one-night stand, though.
Maybe. Me either, Chaplain.
That's a thought you never wanted.
That boy, no, that motherfucker. Nope, don't even get me started on it, please.
I've actually broken him to where he can stand to be in the same room while I'm watching Shawoodle. Now his problem is me watching Asmongold.
He thinks he knows it all, and he does not.
He may not know it all.
He wants to be all these smart-ass fuckers like, oh, well, I just watched the video blind reaction type thing, but he didn't because he's talking about what they're talking about before they start talking about it. Like he hasn't seen it yet. And then he washes down white t-shirt. Oh, sorry. Mine's white, but this is white. It's not dirty.
Anywho, because we're not judging other content creators on here, that's who he's comparing me to.
Just saying. I'm getting love. I wouldn't divorce you for that.
Good lord. Alright guys, we are just about ready to wrap it up. I'm not trying to pass the ball off on somebody else. I do appreciate you asking me for information on how to do the modding. And the only reason I don't actually have one on my channel on YouTube is because there are so many people who can basically explain it better than I can. While I don't mind doing Liz Labs and experimenting with the zombies, getting into files, HTML, all that kind of stuff, all the nitty-gritty, the actual files of the game, I don't necessarily know all of the stuff and things about those, so I don't try and critique people on that or do those things. I experiment to show people what I observe. And when it comes to the mod stuff, I kind of know what I'm doing because I have watched these other people do it. So the best thing I can say is instead of looking at me do what they did, watching them is probably the best way to do it.
They all saying no. We cannot go.
Do you also eat $2 steaks? No. I'm pretty sure mine would taste better, and I definitely don't put my potatoes in the microwave.
Who said that?
Do you also eat $2 steaks?
Who said that?
Newbie.
You said newbie?
Noof. No. I would not cook my potatoes in the microwave. Though, I can honestly say I haven't ever actually tried to cook it there to see if it tastes funny. Or if it tastes alright. Who knows? It could be a really, really good thing to do. I've never tried it. You don't even own a microwave? Oh, I definitely own a microwave. But I do a whole lot of reheating of leftovers. So are you about ready to wrap it up? You at home? Huh?
I'm fine.
You're
I
fine?
don't care if we keep going or not. That's what I was trying to say.
Ah.
I will be taking a break if we continue.
Is everybody good with calling it this evening? Give everybody the daytime?
They done told you no.
Oh, okay.
Yes, idiot.
Hey, I finally got my frames back now that I killed all those zombies, though. You know, for a zombie game where you're supposed to kill zombies, they eat up all of the frames. Zombies are supposed to want brains, but what they eat is frames.
Haters.
Yep. Instead of the T virus, we got the F virus. They eat the frames.
Breach.
I should probably take care of this side too, just in case. All of the frames! Exactly. They eat all of them. Hit.
Okay.
I mean, if you subscribe to the Return of the Living Dead kind of zomberts. Not sure which ones I subscribe to. Or which ones are scarier.
I do not know.
Like the World War Z zombies are pretty terrifying. Just had a discussion about that. Will someone ask if zombies poop? I'm not sure that their digestive system actually works, so I don't think that they do. You would figure at some point that they would, well, overgorge? Personally, you've never seen a zombie swallow? That's very true.
Okay, well, I'm glad y'all figured it out. So,
I'm trying so hard not to make a swallow joke. Somebody... No, they spit. I was trying not to say it great. Oh, boy. Yep, it's proof. They don't have, There's definitely one industry that they're not welcome in, I guess. I was resisting the urge. I was resisting.
she was trying.
Yeah, I was trying really hard.
Yep, I see what happens when you go to spit.
But theory-wise, yeah, you wouldn't think that they would actually need to swallow just because they're not. They have the drive to eat as much as they do because they don't digest the food anyway, and they're just constantly hungry. It's just a mechanism saying they're always hungry. So that's a good question. Are they actually swallowing it all? If you go off that one zombie that's supposed to be... I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. Do zombies spit or swallow? Maybe we need to put a poll over on YouTube inside the community tab and ask people there what they think. Oh no, I'm using the wrong blocks. Dadgummit. Wait. What's going on here? Okay, no. That's a full block. These are half blocks. I have messed it up. Maybe it's neither and they just kind of drool? That's true, because if you say that they're spitting, they're actually consciously thinking of getting the material out of their mouth. Maybe they don't even have enough consciousness for that. Actually, around the wall is... yeah, it's just this one that's wrong. Is there a way to do a poll in Discord? This is definitely something we should put on Discord.
What the hell am I doing?
Brad, in case you were not told to shut up. That was a joking. There was even an LOL. I saw that. I was just thinking that they chew as a muscle memory, but don't actually swallow that they bite off. According to the mess on their faces, they just drool it out. That's probably true. But do they have muscle memory if they don't actually have any muscle left?
Yes, I have muscle memory. Look, woman.
But they don't have any muscle.
Yes, I do. How did they walk?
Well, that's a question, isn't it? Because half their body is rotted away.
Okay, so I'll go what you've been watching, because you ought to watch The Walking Dead.
Well, I haven't seen the latest Walking Dead, so...
Well, that's which ones you need to watch.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Do they have muscle memory if their brain isn't active?
Their
See,
brain
that's
is
what I'm...
active. It's the only thing that's active.
Well, it's like the... What part of the brain did they call that? It was like the activity was right here at the brainstem, which just controlled muscle and some lower brain function. But that's just the lore for The Walking Dead.
Shamio65 just resubscribed for 12 months.
Shane, thank you so much for the resub!
I really don't know.
You haven't seen the last season of The Walking Dead either? Yeah, I haven't either.
Well, the last season's still going, but the last season on Netflix is what I was talking about.
Oh, the last season. Yeah, the last season on Netflix. We don't watch it on the TV, we watch it on the Netflix. And once again, we descend. Well, that depends on how hard you're thinking about whether or not zombies spit or swallow, or chew and drool. So I guess there are 3 options, maybe, on what they could be doing. And besides, this is true science. These are things that actually need to be answered. Have a good night. What are you doing?
Wait. Building some stuff.
Oh, you got a forge going, gotcha.
And I can't do nothing until they get all done.
It's like any fiction, if you think about the technicalities too much, you just wind up with more questions and no answers and spoil the fun for yourself. That's probably true. So what you're saying is just don't look at the man behind the curtain? The mystery of how it works is part of how it is believable. Okay. But people sit here and suppose how it could possibly exist. Like, there are people who theorize if a zombie virus existed, it would probably be a, what would you call it? A mutation of the rabies virus? So if you were trying to ask that question, you would probably look at animals who have rabies and ask yourself, whenever they chew, which is what they typically do they actually chew and swallow, or do they just bite? So there might actually be an answer for that one. Maybe.
No, they do not.
I was always told zombies wanted brains, but you always see them eating guts and other body parts, or at least in modern shows. That's true.
What now? I was told what?
That they always joke about zombies wanting brains, but you always see them eating the guts and other body parts.
Yes, the old schools were brains. Night of the Walking Dead, brains. They didn't try to eat the
Nightshade.
body. What?
Yeah. Nightshade, thank you so much. That's the entire theory behind the game Dying Light mutated rabies. Yeah.
And no, an animal that has rabies will not chew.
And it's a parasite. They won't chew, they just bite.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that there was one that had ants.
They had what?
There was one theory, and I forgot who did a video on it. I remember seeing it, and I remember watching it, but I cannot remember. Was that Game Theory? Well, not Film Theory. It was one of their series. Was that the same one? It might have been Game Theory if he was talking about Dying Light, but I think it was the theorists, basically. Matt Pat? It's a fungus that takes over the nervous system of a locust. It's actually kind of scary thinking that any of those can mutate and go to a human. Las Plagas in RE4 is where I first heard about it. I'll be honest with you, I was not a huge fan of RE4. I understand why people liked it. It brought it to a wider audience, but I didn't like the variation from the horror theme. I mean, it was a good action-ish game, but I missed the puzzles and the tension from the first games. So I don't even think I finished all of it. I got pretty far in it, but I don't think I ever finished it. The Ophiocordyceps unilaterus fungus. Say that 3 times fast. Can't say it even once. Yeah, I have a hard enough time saying normal words. You finish RE games with a rocket launcher. That's true. That's very true. Well-placed rocket launchers that you usually don't get a chance to keep, though. Oh my gosh, I got 14 food on me. In me. Around me. In my face. There's always been an acting horror. Yeah, well, when... I've actually watched shows that actually delve into this whole system of extreme horror focus, and then they drift into the action, and then they drift back down into the horror part. Take, for instance, the difference between RE1 and RE2 as opposed to RE4. Then you take Resident Evil Biohazard and compare it to Resident Evil Village. There is a definite difference. And me, preferably, I liked Biohazard more than I did Village. Village took me so far out of realism that I could not get into it. They just lean more into the action as they progress, exactly. I know that there is a huge grouping of people that like the horror action genre. Me, preferably, I prefer more action. I mean, more horror than action. If I have to choose, like if in the development someone says, okay, let's do a percentage of how much action we want and how much horror we want, I want a higher suspense and a higher horror feel and stuff like that. If you give someone a rocket launcher and guns, 5,000 ammos, the ability to high kick and do sassy sayings and stuff like that, it kind of takes you out of the scary factor of it. You're a huge Dead by Daylight fan? We have a few people who do very much enjoy some Dead by Daylight. We're not going to name any names. They'll show up in just a minute, don't worry about it. There he is. There may or may not be some addiction going on there. I'm not going to say anything, though. Playing after the stream? Exactly.
No way. Who is?
Chaplin. Like, anytime I get a notification that's got Chaplin's name on it, 9 times out of 10, he's playing Dead by Daylight. That's tonight's entertainment sorted. There we go. Me, personally, I do enjoy Dead by Daylight, but in a small portion, I guess I could say. I am, however, looking forward to the Outlast trials. I didn't think I was going to be looking forward to them, and some of the horror aspect might be taken out of it because of the multiplayer version, but I think some of the puzzle elements might add back to it. We'll see. I can tell you the one thing I really, really appreciated by that company was the fact that they did a proper beta test. Whereas most companies just kind of forego that and dump a whole lot of crap on you, at least they did a proper beta test.
Okay.
No! What did I just do? Don't do that. Aggressions? Kitty, please.
All right.
Did I play the remakes of RE2 and 3? No, I did not. I considered that, but I played them a long time ago, and I already tried to do the updated versions of like RE1 and RE2, I think it was, or something like that. It might have been an HD thing. It doesn't have the same feel after having played it back then. The mechanics that I dealt with, like the limited inventory system, the way that they do their inventory system, because it was a game that I hadn't compared in these kinds of inventory systems, like this. Because back then, whenever I played those, it did not bother me, because I hadn't experienced it another way. When I went to go back and try and play those games again, it frustrated the crap out of me. But the newer ones, they took away the... Is it 2 and 3 or just 3 that fixed the camera thing? Because whenever I went back to play it, I wasn't really a huge fan of the limited camera thing either, even though I very much appreciated it when I was younger. They're a good example of combining the horror elements of OG RE and better controls and character movements of the later REs. I have considered going back and playing them. I haven't yet. Though I don't think they would hold as much of a surprise because I've watched other people play them. There's a new Chainsaw Massacre game, like Dead by Daylight, coming out. Didn't I see people playing that though?
Yes. I remember seeing people play that.
Hmm. Backgammon. I didn't mean to do that. Might be worth picking up in an next sale. Yeah, it might be. Might be. Could be a thing that I can put on the back burner in case we ever run out of games and it's like, hey, let's go for like some nostalgia stuff and play the new ones. Because I'm not going to remember... Well, I can't remember what I ate yesterday and I can't remember why I walk in a certain room, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to remember everything, obviously. I would still get some spooks out of it and stuff. Okay, I fixed this roofing. Do I fix this? I don't think it's incredibly important right now. You're both excited and cautious about the remake of RE4. It's the best game and your favorite. I'm so glad they're giving it a makeover, but it also worries I hate it if they'd mess it up. Yeah. That's one of the biggest problems with the remake, is whether or not they're going to do it justice or not. I'm actually kind of interested in playing the remake of RE4 because it's one that I don't have a whole lot of fond memories of. It would hard to surpass all of the memories I have of the earlier Resident Evils because I enjoyed them so much. RE4, on the other hand, I didn't play very much. I think I went through the playthrough once, whereas the other Resident Evils that I played, I went through several times. I think, maybe, whenever it does the remake, yeah, I might be interested to go back and try it and see if I can figure out why I didn't really care for it. Pretty sure I know why, though. That, and who knows, maybe they'll fix the teenage chick that you have to carry around that's always getting caught. That was frustrating as hell. Did you ever play that one?
What?
RE4?
Yes.
Do you remember the section of it where you're constantly having to protect the president's daughter and she just keeps running off and getting caught? It was like the most frustrating part of the entire game. I didn't like it. I hated that part. That might be the reason why I really just don't care for the game, is that particular part.
Could be.
Ashley, yeah, Ashley.
Could be.
I mean, if they fix that whole mechanic where, first off, it's believable when she actually gets caught and not as annoying, that could actually fix the game for me. I don't know. I can tell you I absolutely hated those sections. She was voiced by Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. Really? Yeah, there's a similarity. But no, I would not have guessed that. Not even a little bit. You have that feeling when they remake favorite books into films or series? Yeah. I think the first time I ever watched a movie completely wreck a book I had read, was like General's Daughter. I read that book and then I watched the movie and I was like, wait. No. They kind of messed up the premise of the book. It wasn't that there was bad acting or anything else like that. They just kind of messed up. They messed up some strategic plot points that should have been there, in my opinion. And if you happen to like the Sword of Truth series, never, ever, ever watch the series that they put out for it. It will break your heart.
What? Have you watched it?
I watched it 100,000 times.
Loved it.
I loved it because I was a dead set fan of it, but if you are genuinely wanting to see a series that gives the book justice, it does not.
No.
The last season, there's only 2 seasons of it, by the way. The last season of it, they try to condense like 5 books into one and mess all of them up. All of them. They ruin games to TV more than books to TV. That's true. Am I playing Phasmo tomorrow? Yes, I am. Doom, cough, Doom. Okay, I saw Doom. The Rock was in that one, right? Hold on. It had the guy, one of the actors that I really don't care for. I remember that. That was part of my issue with it. Yep. It's the one I'm thinking about. Yep, I know which one you're talking about. I did not... The only thing that I liked about that entire movie was the moment where the camera phased into him and it turned into the game at the end. That was the only part of the movie I liked. Because the heavy metal hit and the camera went from being here with the guy talking to inside him, the gun came out, and it basically turned... It was like an homage to the players. That was the only part of the, that was the only person, yeah. Why did I choose this? I mean, we do have a horde night coming up. I would actually like to be able to build my horde base, but I can't do it while this staircase exists. That being said, Doom 3, for which both movies were based on, was a good game. I watched someone play that. I did not actually play Doom 3. And it did look very fun, though. I have a tendency of having a hard time playing games that play heavy metal music because I like to listen to the music and spray my gun, but I'm not actually aiming at anything. Newbie, have a good night.
Ooh.
Thinking of Doom 2016 or Eternal. Eternal was the latest one, right? That's the one I actually played. It might be 2016 then. I thought it was Doom 3. Doom 3 was all atmospheric. Okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. I thought it might have been 2016. You chose pain and suffering for 5,000 hit points. Exactly. I know. I was really hoping I would get an actual pickaxe at some point today because that would make this easier, but I can't exactly wait for a pickaxe in order to work on this. Guys, nighttime is fixing to hit. I hope everybody's ready.
Ready for what?
To sign out.
You fucking kidding me?
Okay. That only partially worked.
Y'all get ready to sign out. She said, the boss say. She said, the boss say.
2:30 a.m. Good heavens. Zoe, have a good night. I'm gonna go park myself on my roof, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Give me a second. You already left?
Yeah, I signed out. You were here early? Yeah, that's true. She was here early.
Who was?
Zoe.
She was where early?
She was in chat early.
Oh, okay, in chat. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm getting off him. Just give me a minute.
So,
Okay.
while everybody is signing off and everything, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find us somebody to raid.